And tonight, if you followed me on Twitter, you got the announcement. Tonight, I rolled 4 dice, basically 4 12-sided dice. And tonight we'll be drawing a mad scientist tumbling down. The object is a vase of flowers, and the setting is a farmer's market. So this should be interesting. Our last week's session also had a vase of flowers, and last year the mad scientist was one. I think we might have done a mad scientist more than once. I'm not 100% sure. But, yep, the mad scientist has returned, as well as the vase of flowers. Now I gotta take the hat and flip it around here. My bill is hitting the camera and making it shake. All right. And I don't have my phone nearby, so getting any photo reference will be a little bit challenging. But let's see. Normally I start with the character, but tonight maybe I'm thinking of these kind of wooden crates stacked up as something that he could fall down. So, I don't know. Why is a mad scientist at a farmer's market in the first place? I thought, well, if he's got a vase of flowers, are those flowers something that he needs to be able to make some kind of chemical reaction? And I can't think of anything about flowers that would make them highly coveted, or maybe there's a rare flower. I don't know. I'm not much of a chemist, and but that's kind of where my mind was going, is how can I create this mad scientist and a need to tumble down. No idea why he's at a farmer's market. I like there to be some reason why, other than just drawing it. Even though it is random, I like to make some kind of connection between these things, even though it seems like there's impossible for a connection to be between a mad scientist tumbling down with a vase of flowers at a farmer's market. Just don't know. And I feel like I'm so out of practice drawing. Like I just haven't been for so long. I've just been teaching art, which there's a little bit of drawing involved in that, but it's more just showing techniques and skills. It's not really pushing yourself creatively a lot, other than creative ways to teach things. So I feel like this gives me an opportunity to really try and challenge myself a little bit. And I think of mad scientists as being angry because they're mad, right? But maybe mad means crazy, but still. Pupils dilated, maybe, as he looks at this vase of flowers. He's tumbling. Let's see. Think of a mad scientist as having wild hair. Kind of like from Back to the Future, or I don't know. It's like Doogie Howser here. Freaky. freaking out. But Doogie had curlier hair. And he wasn't really a mad scientist, he was just a genius, but I sort of think of him for some reason. Neil Patrick Harris. I don't know. Why do I need my mad scientist to have high cheekbones? Just one of those things. It looks like he's freaking out a little bit. Let's make this eye a little bit bigger. A little more bulbous. A little bit of worried, even with the mad look. I need a little bit of worry in the eyes, like shock and awe. Alright. Let's get a good shoulder turn in there, because nothing says you're tumbling more than a good shoulder turn. But I need one hand to be reaching out, kind of grasping for it as it's falling. So maybe he's kind of... Maybe at a farmer's market. You know, I think about it, at a farmer's market, they want things like the world's largest pumpkin or something like that. But I've already kind of started drawing him. I can't do the world's largest vase of flowers. Thinking lab coat here. Okay. Chest. No idea how this filler got this contorted. Oh dear. You know, there are points in drawings where you just aren't sure you're gonna like what you draw. That looks really jacked up. I don't think I want his leg to go that way. He cannot have his feet underneath him. That's the problem. Like, I can't draw his foot that way. It just doesn't. He's tumbling. It's got to look like he really's bombing out. Like, it can't look like he could recover. I don't even know what mad scientists wear. I don't know why I'm putting them in loafers or whatever heeled dress shoes. Maybe a mad scientist would probably be wearing Chucks, man. I would guess. He's got to be a little eccentric, right? He can't just be run of the mill. Maybe that's striped socks. Maybe that makes them look a little bit more. And maybe we got some Chuck Taylors on here. good here. Maybe? I don't know. I think there's got to be a chicken that's flying here. Like, let me out of here. Who is this crazy scientist getting in the farmer's market? There's some boxes falling. Let's do some corn, ears of corn popping out. Nothing says farmer's market better than chickens and corn, right? Sure. And tomatoes. All right, starting to come together, right? Just out of reach. No. Donkey Kong dying sound. I don't know if that was a Donkey Kong dying sound or not. Yeah, maybe we need some little exotic leaves. One out of here. Let's do a little back of a flower here. Alright, we're getting close. We're getting close. It's not too bad. Is there anything else that a mad scientist would have that would really let you know he's a mad scientist? I'm trying to think. Do you have a tie? Stethoscope, what kind of shirt would he wear? I don't know. Oh goodness, that was an errant mark. What else can we do here before we get to inking? Is there anything else that needs to happen? I wonder. Big bushy eyebrows? Maybe? No. Not my flowers. Gives you the sense these flowers were really important. Yeah, let's get some whites above his eyes. That really makes him feel like a shocker. He needed an Adam's apple. That is definitely what he needed. Mad scientist, this one anyway, has an Adam's apple. I bet there needs to be something over here. I had a picture of an old pickup truck in my mind a while ago. I don't know if I can make this guy off enough in the distance. I don't know if I like that or not. I don't think I like that. Maybe I'm okay with it being blank over here. I don't know. Could he be like getting ready to crush into something? I'm not sure. I think I like it the way it is, honestly. I'm gonna go ahead and start. Grab my brush pen, my trusty brush pen. Yeah. I was sharing last week about how I can't wait to like get the hang of this pen, and I'm excited. One of the reasons that I love doing the illustration this way is it gives me the opportunity to really work on this pen. And again, I've seen many people, many artists, I should say, professional artists who can really work with this pen and get some very beautiful line weights and details, and they know just how to get what they want. But then there's another thing about it is they're really loose and they're okay with things not being perfect. And I think that's part of becoming skilled at this is learning what is okay to let go of as far as control, like where that line is where you're gonna maybe not get exactly what you want, but you're working quick enough and free enough that the character and the personality still comes through, and the accidents don't matter. Like I would have loved for that to have been a light line weight because it was just the line of his face, but it got a little bit heavy with it, and it really changed the look. It makes him look a lot more older, I guess, or just it just feels clunky more than anything. And I look forward to feeling really comfortable knowing when that clunkiness is going to happen and being able to avoid it. You can try to use one of these and go really slow and be extremely intentional, but I find that does not work well at all, at least not for me. And from when I watch professionals use this pen, they are really quick about their business. They're not trying to sit and wait or linger on much of anything. It just seems like they are gonna go after it, and I think that's honestly, if I can get enough time with this and feel comfortable enough with it, I think that's a big part of being successful with it. See, like I know I want that to taper right there, but I don't. If you pull into an area, it doesn't, or if you push out of an area, it doesn't taper very well. Hmm. So, and ironically, I haven't looked up any videos on how to use a brush pen. I bet they're out there. Also, I'm a lefty, and I realized that on camera, it's better if I pull over a little bit for you to be able to see better. I looked at the last week's video and realized that if my hand is left of center, you can see a lot easier, or if I can prop my hand down on the lower part of the page, but that really constricts my motion more than I like it to be constricted. Not saying I won't work that way, because it helps to be able to see what's going on. But like, this is how I would normally work, and it's kind of covering up all the stuff I've already drawn, which is not great for viewing. I'm excited though. I mean, this to me is a kind of a journey and an exploration to see if this would even be a worthwhile pursuit. And I know from a practice standpoint it's worthwhile. It's always worthwhile to practice. But I mean, from just a putting something out there, does it have any benefit for people? Do they enjoy watching? Do they learn anything? Or does it provide any kind of value for them whatsoever? And I don't know why, when I came up with this idea, I thought, man, this is going to be so cool, because you're just drawing these random things. It's not like it's a new idea. This is something that's done all the time in the art industry and illustration. But I'm not big. Like, I don't know all of the different characters. Like, sometimes I'll go to draw with friends, and they'd be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna draw this," and I'm like, "Who's that? Oh, you don't know what that's from?" And I'm like, "No, I don't know what that's from." And I always feel kind of like I should know, maybe. I don't know, but I just don't. I'm not up on all of the different characters that are out there that you can draw. But I have this weird thing too about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, I have seen some artists do beautiful, incredible work, and I have seen a lot of different versions of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I just still have not found an artist that has gotten it to a degree that, for some reason, I have in my mind that they're teenagers, and so they should be a little bit not fully developed, not like big and strong and muscular to the extent that they are in a lot of the movies and even a lot of the just the cartoon. And so I have this thing, like, I know there's a style that I would just resonate with if somebody could produce it. I've tried to produce it myself and I haven't been successful yet. But I get the sense there is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle style that is yet to be drawn, that is spot on with the fact that they're teenagers and they're mutant turtles. And I don't know. And that's not to say that there's not excellent artwork already out there. There's a ton of great versions of it. I don't know why. I'm always left kind of being like, but that's not teenagery enough, or that's not cool enough, or that's, I don't know. It's just my own weird hang up in the art scene. And maybe one day I'll develop my skill enough to be able to capture what I'm talking about. That might be the best way to go about it, instead of keep dreaming that it happens. That got a lot clunkier than I wanted it to. It's just like, if I forget for a second the tool, I feel like or if it's on an angle, maybe, I guess is the best way to say it. If it's on an angle that's not comfortable with the grip of my hand or the natural motion of my arm, it's almost like I can guarantee it's going to be big and clunky, cumbersome, and kind of unappealing. And that's what I really am trying to figure out. Like, how do I kind of curve it? What might be fun is to do one of these on Zoom so that people could draw along and we could all draw together. If that would be something that interests you, it might be cool. Comment in the comment section below. I could always send out a Zoom link. I don't know if you can stream a Zoom link. You can record it. That might be kind of cool, but Zoom also doesn't have like exceptional recording quality, so I don't know if it would look good or fuzzy, and I don't know, it might not be quite as interesting. I don't know. I'm open to options though, see what is fun for folks. Plus it would be cool to meet some artists who are kind of just doing their thing and draw together. I think this is the beauty of this brush. It's like you can get these nice thick shadowed bottom areas and then get really light, and then like especially on a tomato, the way that the little bits taper as they come out, you can really accomplish that with a brush pen very nicely. And you can also mess it up really great. So, there you go. I love how you get that light, really light line. Kind of wreck it with a clunker. No more clunkers! Look at all them clunkers, man. Ah, those lines are so clunky. Alright, this old feller is definitely taking the tumble. There's my chicken friend here. I want to give him duck feet. I almost gave him duck feet there. You gotta be careful, man. This ain't a duck, man. It's not. Although there might be ducks at the farmer's market, this was not a duck. Oh, that's a clunker. Ha! Whoa. Big time. Alright, I think we got something worthwhile here. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. I think I like it. I think it's good enough for this one. So we're going to start erasing some of the lines we don't want, all the pencil lines and such. And then we'll put this up on the website. And if you want to download it and color it and submit it, we'll put it in the coloring gallery. And if you want to create one of your own, make sure you sign up for our email list, and we will email you the blanks for these blank pages and the list that I use to select the items when I roll the dice. And then you can participate, be a part of that. We would love to have your entries, and we'll post them on an online gallery. I don't have any entries yet, so you could be the first. And we'll just start building a gallery full of these random quick draws that people submit, which I think would be really, really creative and cool. So again, there are 4 categories. Sorry for the squeak there. 4 categories with 12 options in each category, and I did the math today thanks to Google, and found out that gives you over 20,000 options for things to draw, which is pretty good. We probably won't do them all, and there will be repeats, obviously, because I did the Vase of Flowers last week. I can't remember what it was with the Vase of Flowers, but you can check out last week's episode. It's up on the YouTube channel. And you can also participate with that. So if you go to MrHens.com, we're going to keep all of... Whoa, I broke my eraser off. Hello. We're going to keep kind of... oh my goodness. I'm losing my mind. I can't think of the word. We're going to keep a record of all of the episodes with the artwork, so that you could download all of the coloring sheets, and you can participate at any time and draw your own. So are you an artist? Are you an up-and-coming artist? Are you a student? If you are, please join us and participate. Have fun, and if we get enough people into it and want to do it, maybe we'll do a Zoom call together, and we can all draw together. We'll roll the dice, see what we get, and then we can all have a great time laughing and enjoying each other's company. I think that would be pretty cool. I'm going to grab my big eraser. This is my Magic Rub eraser. They don't pay me to say this, but I really appreciate this eraser. It does a really good job of picking up pencil, especially if you've got a big surface. Now it does leave a lot of little pellets, so if you're not big into that, probably a kneaded eraser is probably something that you'll like a little bit more. But I like this for the big areas. Lets me kind of go at it pretty fast and cover a lot of ground pretty fast. So especially when I'm done inking the drawing. Yeah. So there you go, guys. In case you were wondering what a mad scientist looked like when it was tumbling down with a vase of flowers at a farmer's market, maybe now you have a better idea what that is. You know what I ought to do is I ought to give this to AI and see if AI can draw it better. Although I might be scared to see the results. There's probably an AI program out there that would just put this to shame and make me not want to do it anymore. Hopefully not. But, excuse me. Guys, I hope you had fun tonight. I had a great time drawing this picture, and look forward to seeing your work soon. All right. We'll see you soon. Bye.